Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 1513 South Orange Grove Avenue in Los Angeles, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line for Matthew Paul. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I am going to be performing my examination today from our 4-inch main sewer line cleanout located here in the front of the structure. And this is in the little rock planter area below the bay window off to the right from the front porch. If you look down, you'll see this green lid over top of the cleanout. So we're going to drop in, and we're essentially just going to run out through the front yard, out to the sidewalk, and then out onto the street to connect it to the public sewer. So as we drop in here, we're going to be pushing through a section of newer or more modern ABS plastic piping. Now, these modern plastic pipes, they are expected to have a long service life. They also have a very smooth inner surface, which allows for high washout capability. And then these plastic pipes are intended to be impervious to root intrusions. So we've had an upgrade here through the front yard. And as we get towards the front of the yard here, we drop down steeply. And we're going to be changing pipe materials here. I'm going to be connecting up to a short section of the original cast iron piping. So what I'm guessing here is that the main sewer line originally was a 4-inch cast iron pipe, and when they replaced it, they replaced it to the front of the yard and then connected back up to the original pipe. And you can see here this connection is a little bit jagged along the bottom and catches debris. You see here the camera will kind of catch up on it, and we'll have to pop it over. So essentially all you've got here is a short elbow. You see the cast iron starts, there's a short elbow making a sweeping turn, and then it increases to the 6-inch clay pipe. So basically what occurred is they replaced the line but left one short little piece of the original cast iron pipe in place, which is a pipe section that's deteriorated, and most likely the iron pipe was failing, which is why that they were replaced in the first place. So there's a short section here that they just omitted, or for some reason didn't replace. So it's kind of a weak link here in the system. So I would suggest completing the upgrade and replacing that little elbow there. Just as you get around that elbow and into the clay, you can see this section has a crack on it. That may have occurred during the replacements while they were cutting the cast iron, or it just may have been cracked like that. But either way, that's something that should be fairly easy to repair when they replace that short section. Alright, so we're into the 6-inch vitrified clay now. Now the clay pipe materials, they are expected also to have a long service life. Being a natural material, they are less likely to deteriorate underground, but they can be fairly brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. But clay looks pretty clean. No evidence of any significant root intrusion. Seeing common conditions, minor cracking, minor roots. Alright, should be coming up on our public connection here shortly as we make this turn to the right. As we come around, that drops us into our public sewer here at about 55 feet from our cleanout. Alright, so mostly in pretty good shape. We've got the newer pipe through the front yard, the clay into the street's in pretty good shape, but they did leave that short piece of cast iron that's deteriorating and really will need to be upgraded here at some point, whether it's sooner than later. not really affecting the system right now, but it is something that, in my opinion, should have been upgraded along with the rest of the line. So I would consider doing that when feasible. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.